The Core ISO compliance platform, called Core for short, is a unique online software designed to help small businesses manage their ISO and AS certification. It includes access to the Core Learning Center for training and a resource library where you can find document templates and tools to help you prepare for certification. In Core, you can manage documents, records, and streamline processes needed to maintain your certification. Core handles revision control for documents, which is an important ISO and AS requirement. You can run your business more smoothly with complete document and record control in Core. Core helps you stay ahead of your next audit and saves time during the audit. Let's take a quick look at some of the features of Core. Keeps you ISO and AS compliant. Available 24/7 because it's cloud-based and accessed through your internet browser. Includes document and record control features. Sends you and others email notifications and reminders. Access to a customizable report writer. Features standard auto-form templates for managing key processes. Some of the benefits of Core are: it keeps you on top of ISO and AS requirements because the platform is updated as requirements change. It greatly simplifies certification preparations. And includes an interactive, video-based training learning center with certificates of completion for everyone on your team. What's great about Core is there's nothing to install or maintain. Your implementation team has visibility of documents and records. It provides easy access to real-time information. Let's take a couple minutes and see inside Core.
Hello and welcome to this quick tour of the Core ISO compliance platform. We're glad to be able to show you this web-based solution to help you with implementation and management of your ISO certification. So let's get started. So as you can see in this first screen, this is called the project checklist that guides you step by step through getting started with ISO certification and all of the documentation and training that's going to be necessary. This particular screen is used by yourself and your assigned consultant from Core Business Solutions to manage your way through the project. The project is organized into various stages, as you can see, and as we drill into any individual stage, it'll bring up the steps that are involved, and as you can see, there are 4 steps involved in this part of the project. There's also an instructional video that'll be useful as you introduce the project and the different phases throughout the project to your management team. As we look at each of the steps, we're allowed then to see the tasks that have to be completed. And as you can see, there's a number of tasks that have to be completed with this first step. And as we mark each of those completed, that will notify your consultant as certain things are done. And as we work our way through each of these steps, we eventually get to where we're ready to wrap up this particular phase, which is where this toll gate comes into play. So this would be a review of the project at a certain step within the project that allows you to see if you're up to speed, if you've gotten everything completed, and you're ready to move forward. Assuming that you are, that toll gate call would be completed, and that would then mark that phase of the project complete. You'd be able to move on to the next. So this first screen is really the hub of what you're going to use as you're managing the project, implementing the ISO certification as you move forward. You're also going to be able to keep your management team informed through an alternate view called the program dashboard. So this is going to give your management team a quick review of where we are in the project, how much longer we have in our contract within the implementation plan, and the steps that are involved, which they'd be able to see here at a glance what is done. If you would rather print a status, you're able to bring up a project status report and print out the details if you say you wanted to bring that to a meeting for review. So there are many ways that you can check the status of the project, but this is how we're going to work our way step by step to preparing for certification. Now, as you're working through the project, you're then going to be working on various documents and records. Documents are managed in Core as through folders that are set up. As you can see, a number of folders we've set up at least as a starting point for certification. These could be modified as we go, but each document is then controlled. So if I were to double-click on this quality manual, you can see not only the information about the document, the comments that have been submitted, the users of that particular document, the approvals that have been submitted, the history of the changes. All those details are automatically managed and maintained through to what we call the cover sheet, to which your document is attached. So in this case, this quality manual, which is simply a Microsoft Word document, is maintained here on the cover sheet. So each document is uploaded, managed, changed, and maintained for approval as you work through certification. Now I mentioned records as well. Records are maintained through a feature that we call auto forms. So these blue folders that you see as I open up these different sections, those blue folders are called auto forms. So using this corrective action example, you can see there are a number of corrective actions in our file. We can open up individual items to input information or check its status. So as you can see, this particular corrective action, we've defined the problem that we faced, what the root cause is. We're ready to implement that. As we work our way through, you can see we could track actions and verify, etc. So each of these auto forms is set up to manage a specific process or a specific requirement within the ISO standard. And then the information in any of these auto forms can be retrieved through reports. And as you can see, here's an example of an open corrective action form report that just brings up those that are in the open status. So easy way for you to access or download or print out the information pertaining to these particular records. But there are a number of auto forms that are here as templates, which means they could be modified to suit your company. Perhaps you have forms you would like to move into Core, and those could also be turned into auto forms with the help of our support team. The last thing I just want to mention are the resources available. And as you can see, there's a help system that allows you to get documentation and video training for learning the Core platform. You also can get to our resource library that has videos and documentation that's available. So you're going to have a full library of document templates that our consultants produce and maintain for your benefit. So you'd be able to go in at any time and access that library. We also have the Core Learning Center, which is where you're going to get your training. So there is a number of training modules that need to be completed as you work through from the beginning of the project up through certification and beyond. And the Learning Center is where you'll get the training that you need. Your management team can get more abbreviated training that they need. Your employees can access training as well. And that's always available to you. And finally is the Core Community Forum. Core Community is a way for us to provide ongoing continual education, professional development for our clients. And once a month we'll do a webcast in our Core Community. We have online discussions, which is where the forum comes in. And you'll be able to learn more about how to take ISO to the next level by participating with our Core Community Forum. So we'd certainly welcome you there. So thank you for joining us for this quick review of the Core ISO Compliance Platform. If you're interested in more details, please contact us. We have an extended version of the demo that'll get into more information. If your company is just getting started towards certification, Core is going to provide you a place to go step by step through preparation through a successful certification. If you're already certified, Core can help you manage and maintain your certification going forward, including all of the online resources and the Core Community Forum for ongoing education. We really appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Many companies ask about security. Core follows industry standard security practices. Features include server and network security, login sessions that use industry standard SSL encryption, hardened operating systems and firewalls, hosted servers in secure co-located data centers, controls around physical security to prevent unauthorized access, redundancy and ongoing multiple data backups via encrypted connections. Security audits are regularly done with dedicated IT security staff. Redundant UPS power and standby generators. Application security includes multiple authority levels for users, group privacy settings, password aging, and selection rules on length and complexity. Session timeouts that enforce logout. The Core ISO compliance platform is included with all of our consulting programs. Not only do we use it ourselves to maintain our ISO certification, but the majority of our consulting customers choose to continue using Core for ongoing maintenance and improvement of their quality management system for years to come. Core is secure, easy to use, and provides everything you need to achieve and maintain ISO or AS certification during implementation and for years to come. If you'd like a more detailed demonstration of the software, a quote, or have questions, please call 866-354-0300.